All right, good morning, everyone. It is about 5 till 9 o'clock in the morning on the 21st of June, 2021, and this is my morning strategy session. Things are pretty quiet this morning, generally speaking. We do have two things on watch. AMC is popping up. If it opened up right now, it would open up at $62 even, about 4.62% higher than its previous close. So it's on the move. It's trading. It's I don't have a lot of confidence in it. So it does look like it's trying to put in a bull flag here on the daily. Let me get rid of these dotted lines for a couple minutes here. So it does look like it's trying to put in a bull flag, rises up, then consolidates, and then is looking for a breakout to the upside. You know, the level it needs to get to confirm the bull flag is this 72.62 level right here. In the meantime, it's just kind of wagging back and forth above, kind of in this bull flag formation. Could just be a bull trap. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to look for this one for setups on the 1 minute. I'll have to see how it opens. Looking for an early morning pivot to the upside. I'd prefer to play it to the upside than the downside. So it's on watch. And the reason I don't have levels on it, usually I would put levels on it, but the reason I don't have levels on it is because this thing, even though it's a large cap with 450 million shares outstanding, I don't know what the float is. But it's trading like a momentum stock, and so I'd rather not try and put levels on it. Next up, we have AEI. This is a small cap, and its financials look kind of like a small cap. It's doing pretty decent revenues. Let's see. I mean, last year, revenues were down. Everybody had revenues that were down. Let's see. It did 16.24 million. Its net income was negative 2.52 million. Not so great. But it is improving. The profit margin was negative 24.5% in 2018. 2019, it was negative 21.56%. And in 2020, it was negative 15.5%. So revenues took a hit in 2020, but that's pretty much true with everybody. I mean, Amazon, of course, Amazon and Netflix and so on and so on. They did quite well during the cerveza sickness lockdowns. But anyway, so this one, they put out news today that there we go. This wasn't on. I actually found the news on this on Street Smart Edge. It wasn't on TradingView, but all set eHome International's U.S. subsidiary to install Tesla products in single-family homes in Texas. And that includes, let me pull up the headline here from 8:02 in the morning. There we go. We'll deliver first 20 e-homes with Tesla PV solar panels, power walls, and electric vehicle chargers in Houston area. So I mean, it's causing the stock to trade. So I don't know if 20 homes will have a great deal of an effect on the revenues and earnings. But traders like it, and so traders are trading it. I will be looking for momentum setups on AEI. Then Bitcoin. So as of right now, the formation that Bitcoin is making, here's the head and shoulders pattern that's in play right now. Here's the left shoulder, here's the head, here's the right shoulder, here's the neckline. This is the neckline that's in play right now, this red neckline. Went below it, took a giant stab down, and is now drifting further down. Until Bitcoin can break out of this pattern, the most likely direction for Bitcoin is down. Now there's what could be another head and shoulders pattern forming here. There's already one in play. This one that I have marked off with these 3 green curves marking off the shoulders, the head and the other shoulder, that's definitely picture perfect head and shoulders reversal pattern. And usually, when it takes, let's say, 28 February 21 to 17 May, so it's February, April, May, 3 months. When it takes 3 months to complete the pattern, you can expect 3 months of the same time duration of selling pressure. And that could bring this sort of larger, and what other traders are pointing at here is this left shoulder, this entire thing is a head, and then this right shoulder. So what could be forming here, really it could be, is a really big bearish pattern. If Bitcoin for that formation is rising somewhat, which is not a component of a head and shoulders pattern. Head and shoulders patterns, it looks like my internet just kind of dropped for a minute there. It's signaling red right now. Let me see what's going on. Okay, it looks like it just came back up. I don't know what's going on with that. Well, anyway, so a rising neckline is not in the pattern. A lot of people would call this a head and shoulders, but a rising neckline is indicative of price support rather than resistance, or I'm sorry, price support that will hold rather than price support that will break down and continue breaking down. So this breaking this support line right here will most likely be significant because there are a lot of people watching it. However, it's probably just a continuation of the head and shoulders, the reversal pattern that's already in play. For the time being, Bitcoin has a lot of work to do before it recovers. And if it breaks down below this resistance line here, I mean, it's probably on its way to 19,000, 20,000, to test this run right here. There's this consolidation pattern you can see here. It consolidated in this area for, what is that, November to the beginning of mid-November to roughly mid-December for about a month. So, we'll see what happens. I'm using this. There are Bitcoin miners, and there's the exchange, the Bitcoin exchange that I'm interested in. I'm more interested in crypto in general. I don't really have any idea about the individual coins themselves, but like Coinbase and then a couple of other small cap miner stocks are really interesting to me. Apparently crypto is here to stay, so I'll look for an opportunity, for a long-term play on it. Then we have the SPY. Let's pull up SPY here. SPY is under a little bit of pressure. There's a gap that's been left open on the SPY back here from April 1st to April 5th. So if it opened right now, it would open up 0.42% higher than Friday's close. You know, I really don't feel one way or the other on it. I'd like to see the gap get filled. The VIX is back in its gap, and you know what happens from here. I think it's most likely periodic and non-trending. So if we get a spike up on the VIX that brings the SPY down to the gap to fill this gap, and then we continue on our merry way, that's just fine with me. For the time being, I'm bearish as long as the VIX is over 18.2 right here. Actually, I should say, I'm neutral. I'm bearish the VIX over 22, or I'm bearish the SPY when the VIX holds over 22. Bullish the SPY when it holds below 18.21. Yeah, so that's pretty much, there's not a really clean looking setup this morning. You know, anything that's going to be clean, that's going to be obvious, is going to develop after the bell rings. As of right now, things, you know, it's just momentum. AMC and AEI, and it's only trading, no investing going on here. All right, everybody. Good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you at the recap. I am out.